I hope the Pelicans trade him because if he goes anywhere else, he's going to succeed. I understand he doesn't play a lot of games. I understand he doesn't look like he's at weight. This guy is built like an ox. He's a sensational player. Even scoring 22.9 points per game and 5.6 rebounds per game, I would take those numbers on the Knicks any day. He needs to stay between 280 and 285. He's a big guy. He's big bone. The guy has a fantastic ability. He draws fans to want to see him play. If you're a superstar player, you want to draw fans to come and watch you play. Zion has that superstardom. If you look at RJ Barrett right now and Zion Williamson, as good as RJ has become for the Knicks, RJ will never be the star Zion Williamson is. That tells you what he is and what he is going to draw. It's all about money when it comes to sports. It's all about drawing the fans. Now, New York is a place that would absolutely fit Zion Williamson. I think Zion Williamson will stay at weight because he would love to play in Madison Square Garden. The question is, will the Pelicans trade him without RJ Barrett in the trade? Because they're not trading Jalen Brunson. I don't think the Pelicans are going to want the bricklayer himself.
Julius Randle back to the Pelicans? Not a thing?
I don't think they're going to want him. They're not going to take on the rest of the contract. So they're going to have to give up picks. As many picks as the New York Knicks have, they're protected picks. Could turn into second-round picks. And that's why I think the NBA needs to fix this unprotected, protected. If you're trading a draft pick, it doesn't matter where it is or how bad your team is. It can't be protected and unprotected. They got to fix that up. They brought in the bird rights because of the Larry Bird situation. You look at Zion Williamson. I don't think he's going to the Knicks as of right now. I think he would be a great fit there. He wants to go to a big marketplace, and I think he'll do anything to get the hell out of New Orleans. He's only going to go to Miami, New York, or LA. He wants to go to a big marketplace. Now, if he goes to a big marketplace, I really think he will do anything to cut that weight. He doesn't want to be with the Pelicans. I think that if the Knicks make a trade for him, his whole regimen would be different. He wants to make money. He wants to build his brand somewhere in a big city. He would be perfect. Zion Williamson, he has developed. And at one point, he was arguably a top 10 player in the league. Now he can't stay healthy. He doesn't want to be in New Orleans. If the Knicks could sit down and talk to his agent, or even the Lakers would absolutely make a trade for Zion Williamson. LeBron James, as the GM, absolutely would make the trade if there's a possibility to get him, especially have him, Anthony Davis, and himself on that team. They're a championship contended team. He comes from the Florida area. Miami's another team that would be very interested in Zion Williamson to team him up with Jimmy Butler. They're not going to have to give up a top superstar or a young player to get him. They got to make it work. It's either New York, Miami, or L.A. That's all he wants to go to. He will get his wish. I do believe that by the trade deadline, he's going to be traded. If the Knicks can't get Cat and the Knicks can't maybe make a trade to get Donovan Mitchell, I can absolutely see the Knicks make a move for Zion Williamson. He's another star. You put him on the side with R.J. Barrett, his best friend. I think it would change everything for him. The Athletic, Fred Katz, reports that the Knicks are monitoring trade rumors for possible Immanuel Quickley trade. Immanuel Quickley will not be back with the New York Knicks. After you heard that the talks were done and that they could not extend him, now that he's a restricted free agent, he wants to be a number one guy. He's proven that he could be a number one guy. He will always be behind Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is the number one guy. Jalen Brunson got a very good, affordable contract for the New York Knicks. He wants more money. And he's not better than Jalen Brunson. He's a good player. He's not better than Jalen Brunson. So the Knicks are not willing to give him guaranteed money like Jalen Brunson. Not because he's injury prone, because he's not. Not because he's not a great player, because he is. He's just not that type of player to get that kind of money. You wonder, when are the Knicks going to pull the trigger? It looks like Quentin Grimes is, again, not having the season the Knicks thought. They do like Quentin Grimes. He's talented, and he could develop into a star player, but Donovan Mitchell is a star. Donovan Mitchell has been proven. Donovan Mitchell is not winning over there in Cleveland, and Donovan Mitchell wants to play for the Knicks. He wants out of Cleveland. He wants to come to New York and win championships with his buddy Jalen Brunson. Make the trade and get it over with already. I also think when you look at the Knicks in the position that they're in the driver's seat because they know Donovan Mitchell wants to play there. Donovan Mitchell knows he wants to play there. And I think Cleveland knows that Donovan Mitchell wants to play there. Yeah. So they don't have to trade Quentin Grimes. Maybe they trade Quigley and Evan Fournier and somebody else and still land a guy like Donovan Mitchell and still have Quentin Grimes to trade for Cat involved with Julius Randle or something like that. So the Knicks still have an option where they can land not just one but two max players. They have the money. If they move Julius Randle, they have the money to get two max players. And Julius Randle is having a good season, not a great season, but a good season. He's still averaging a double-double. Yeah. Teams might be interested in him.